Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Northie Tara. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Montreal-based content creator. I've been on social media for like the longest time, since I've been in Sec 3. So I'd say not even since I was in like Sec 1, like back in the days when like Facebook was super popular and whatever. I've been on social media posting, doing videos, and you name it, I've done it. So for those of you who have been following me throughout the years, I used to have a YouTube channel, and honestly, I love doing YouTube. I love posting videos. I love giving you guys relationship advice, friendship advice, you name it, I did it. So honestly, I'm just super happy to be back on YouTube. I feel like YouTube is the next level for me in content creation. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I do reels, I post pictures, but I feel like having a YouTube channel and talking and just letting you guys see kind of a different side of me, I feel like I'm at that level right now when it comes to content creation. So I'm really excited for you guys to join me on this journey. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to be posting like every single day. Obviously, I have other things to do. I wish I could just do content creation. Maybe it's coming soon. Maybe I'm on like in the future, I'm only going to be able to do content creation. But for now, I obviously have a job. I have other things to do, other responsibilities. So I'm not able to post every single day. But honestly, I'm going to try to post at least like once a week. It's going to be different types of subjects. So today we're kind of doing like a Q&A. So I asked you guys on Instagram, just ask me whatever type of question you've been wanting to ask me. It could be content creation related, about friendships, about relationships, about family, whatever you want. So I got a couple of questions, and I'm really excited to kind of like discuss and answer your question and kind of like piggyback off of what you wrote to me, just so you guys could see like a different side of me. But yeah, so today's a Q&A. Maybe next time it's going to be like a spend a day with me, or what I eat in a day. I could do maybe like a makeup challenge, like whatever you guys want. Honestly, you could just like comment down below what you want me to do, and then I'll see if it's possible. So we're going to start the Q&A. So I have your questions on my computer. So I'm really happy that you guys kind of like took the time out of your day to ask me some questions. Obviously, I feel like, I'm not gonna say obviously, but I do feel like my followers, like they're my second family in a sense, just because you guys just like are ride or dies in a sense. Like if I want to do YouTube, you guys are gonna like support me to do YouTube. If I want to do reels, makeup reels, you guys are gonna support me while I do my makeup reels. If I want to do like gym content, you guys are gonna support me with that. So I'm really, really grateful that I have like a good following, and you guys are there to support me. Obviously, I couldn't ask for more. So I got a few questions. So let's just start. So one of the questions someone asked me is, "Hi, I love your content, and I would be interested in makeup, fashion, or relationship advice." So thank you very much. With my content, I try to be as transparent as possible, and I try to also kind of like go with the trends, if that makes sense, but also always try to be myself. So thank you for that. So I could definitely give you guys like a makeup advice and a fashion advice and one relationship advice. So I could do one of each. So if we start with the makeup advice, I would say honestly, it's kind of like the contrary of what I just said, but don't go with the trend. Go with what works with your face. So first off, you need to analyze your face, analyze your features, and don't really go with the trends. Like I know, example, there's like clean girl aesthetic, and then there's like I don't know, like example, the Pat McGraw, like over the top editorial type of vibe. Just go with what suits you. So I know that I'm like, what suits me is kind of like the clean girl aesthetic, but not as like basic in a sense. Like I still do my eyebrows, I still put on a lot of concealer, you know, like I still do what suits me. But yeah, I feel like that's the best advice that I could give you. Don't go with the trends, go with what works for you and what brings out your features. So for fashion advice, I would say the same thing. Obviously, there's so many trends out there. You don't know like in what category that you fit in. Is it like the edgy look, clean girl aesthetic? Is it more like going out type of vibe? Or is it more like streetwear or, you know, office vibe, whatever? I feel like there's a lot of trends right now. So just go with what suits you and what suits your body type. So, I'm kind of like the victim of following trends, obviously, as I just said previously, but I still feel like I still have like I still feel like I'm true to who I am, and that shows within my fashion style. So I'm a very like kind of basic girl. Like I like things that are going to suit me and make my body look better, if that makes sense. So I really like tight skirts or like tight dresses, or maybe like a baby tee and like jeans. I'm not really into like sneakers as much as I was before. I'm really mostly into like, I guess, heels and then just like clean shoes or like boots, you know. So yeah, don't go with the trends and just go with what suits you, you know. And then for the relationship advice, I'm not gonna say I'm the best when it comes to relationships. I am currently in a relationship and I'm in a like, you know, healthy, happy relationship, whatever. But I feel like I'm still not the best one to give relationship advice. But I am going to say that go with someone that you feel is your best friend, you know, like go with someone that you feel at peace, that you could be yourself. Like, example, I remember back in the days or like in the beginning of my relationship that I currently am in, I used to like be kind of like self-conscious, and that's obviously normal like, in the first stages of your relationship. But after like a couple of years, like after a couple of months, like you're not supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to just feel confident and be yourself. So if you feel like even after a few months, like you're still very self-conscious, like how your hair is, or like is your stomach like in, like do I look skinny enough, or like, you know, like those small details, if you're still always thinking about that, like I feel like that's not the right person for you. I also feel like if the person makes like negative remarks about yourself, I don't think that's the right person for you either. As I said, like go with someone who's going to be your best friend, that you guys have a lot of things in common, and that you're just able to kind of like be at peace. I feel like that's the best advice that I could give you. So someone asked me about friendship advice. I am literally the worst person to give friendship advice. I'm not going to say I have no friends, because I feel like you guys online are my friends in a sense. But I don't have anyone that I'm able to hit up if I want to go to the movies or if I want to go get drinks. So I have virtual friends, but I don't have like actual physical friends, if that makes sense. My only friend is my sister. My sister, she's like my best friend. My boyfriend is my best friend. My parents are my best friends. My dog is my best friend. And my aunt, who's my godmother, she's my best friend. So honestly, with friendship, for myself, friendship is very hard, just because I'm the type of person, like if you're my friend and if I consider you my friend or my best friend, you're like, we're like this, right? I have your back 100%. Whatever you need, if you need a kidney, hit me up. I'm going to give you my kidney. If you need my car for whatever reason, take my car. Literally, if you need my freaking, you know, I'm not going to say my soul, but whatever you need, I'm going to give it to you, right? And I feel like nowadays, like the energy that I want to receive, I'm not receiving it from people. And that, like, when I think about it, honestly, it actually makes me sad. Like, sometimes I do cry about it, just because I feel like, damn, like, I have no friends. Like, it's kind of messed up, right? So I feel like kind of like that ship has sailed for me, just because now I'm in an era where, like, I'm really concentrating on my content creation and my family and my relationship, and just growing and becoming better and better. And when I meet people, like, when I try to make friends nowadays, people, they have this kind of like this image of me, where they kind of like see me as, like, they already, like, in their mind, they already think they know who I am, right? So then when they get to know me and they realize that, yeah, obviously a part of who I show on social media is me, is part of myself, but I'm way more than that, right? Like, I'm a person. I have feelings, I have insecurities, like, my life is not perfect. And I feel like when people, they realize that, their energy changes, because they think, like, because the image that they had in their head of you isn't 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 is it's not true, right? So, and also, I feel like when you're in the content creation world, a lot of your friendships are going to be fake, just because people, they're going to be friends with you because they want your following, or they want you to mention them on your story, so you get followers, or they're only friends with you because they want advice on how to grow their Instagram and this and that. And, like, I don't mind. If you need advice, just hit me up, honestly. But don't act as if you're my friend, and don't try to be my friend just because you need something from me, That really pisses me off. And, like, I feel like I've had a lot of, like, those fake friendships where they get close to me because they want to see my life, they're intrigued, they want to get tips from me, they want, like, information, and they're just sucking the life out of me. And then I wake up, I realize, like, oh damn, like, this person is not, like, a true friend. But, like, it's already too late, because this person has already been introduced in my life. So that's another aspect that I hate about friendships. And then obviously I've had a lot of meaningful friendships in my life. When I was in kindergarten, I had this best friend. She's the sweetest. We don't really talk. Well, we don't talk anymore. I do have her on social media and vice versa. She lives in my old neighborhood, and I love her so much. But we obviously grew apart. She has different interests that I have currently. And then when I was in preschool, is it preschool? Well, in French, it's called primaire, but in English, I think it's called preschool. But I used to have this best friend, and we used to have the best of times. And I do still love her, and I do still see her from time to time, because we do have people in common. So I do see her at parties and this and that. And, like, sometimes I do think, like, what would my life be like if we would still be friends? Like, if ever I decide to hit her up and, like, hey, like, would you want to be friends again, or, like, continue our friendship? Are we still going to be able to kind of, like, kick it off where we left it? I doubt it, because we have, like, very different lifestyles right now. But, like, I still love her. Like, she's not part of my life, but I still do love her. She still has a huge part of my heart, just because I grew up with her, right? And then I had another best friend, end of high school, throughout kind of, like, my college life, adult life also. She was like my favorite best friend, if I could say, just because I, like, around, like, 16 till in my 20s, early 20s, I kind of had a sense of who I wanted to be. And I feel like she was the perfect fit. You know what I mean? She had, like, an amazing personality. She was so funny. We had, like, the same sense of humor. And we kind of made each other grow, which I love, which was my favorite part. But I like, if I could say, obviously no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect. You're not perfect. But I do feel like sometimes she kind of, like, did things to try to, like, sabotage me in a sense, or she did things that were very, very selfish. And I, like, when I'm in a friend, like, if you're my best friend, like, there's no place for selfishness. I feel like whatever is mine is yours, and whatever is yours is mine. And obviously I could talk about, like, friendship is like this huge subject for me because I have so much to say, but let me just stop it right there. But the only thing that I wanted to say is friendships, honestly, like, you know, friends, they come and they go, right? The only thing that's going to stay is your family. And I wish I would have known that earlier when I was young, because I would have spent more time with my family. But now the only thing that I care about is my dog, my boyfriend, my sister, my mom, my dad, and my godmother. That's it. Like, honestly, that's it. I care about, obviously, you guys online, my virtual friends, but when I'm talking about physical people, like, that's the only people who I care about, because they care about me. They're my family. They have, and then if ever there's something that's gonna happen, like, they have no choice but to talk to me. Like, whatever happens, and we move on because we're family. So friendships for me, it's like, it's a no-go. So yeah, like a whole other video on friendship, because honestly, I have so much to say. Okay, so someone else is asking me vlogs. So I am going to do more vlogs. Like, I'm going to New York soon with my dad and my sister, and we're going to be meeting some of our business partners that we have for Pashu. So for those of you who don't know, Pashu is a brand that I have with my sister Bianca, who you guys are most probably going to see in these videos. And we are going to New York, as I mentioned, for a business purpose. So most probably I'm going to be vlogging, like, our time in New York. But I could also vlog, like, if ever I just go shopping, or, you know, go to the groceries, or just like a day in my life type of thing. So I could definitely do some vlogs. Next question is what I eat in a day. I start off my morning with oatmeal and peanut butter, and I don't like eat a lot of oatmeal just because I hate the taste. I just eat it because it's healthy and it's filling. So maybe I'll eat like this much of oatmeal and peanut butter, and then I eat it with some fruits. And then maybe around like noonish, I'm gonna have like a nutriment bar. And then around, you know, maybe 2-3, I'm gonna have some more fruits. And around 5 is when I start cooking. So then you know, I cook most of the times, like, we eat salad and like a protein, so like salad and shrimps or salad and chicken. But I do like make sometimes pasta. So basically I try to eat as light as possible in the day, and then in the evening when it's time for supper, I make whatever I feel, but I still try to make something healthy. And then I stop eating as of like 7:30, like even 7, sometimes even 6:30, just because I really want to like have time to digest. And throughout the day I just drink like lemon water. So someone is asking, they would like to learn how to be more in their feminine energy. Honestly, I don't know how to respond to that, just because I feel like I have a lot of masculine energy. But you should just watch YouTube videos of Shara7. She'll let you know how to be in your feminine energy. Honestly, it's all about, you know, like staying in the role of being a girl. If you want to be in your feminine energy, you have to be a girl. You can't lead, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like you have to be within your role in a sense. So being in your feminine energy for me is like letting the man do what he's supposed to do, lead, provide in a sense, make you feel secure, and you being in your own energy, which is, you know, being a girl, looking cute, cooking, cleaning, and letting yourself being led, if that makes sense. I'm not sure it makes sense, but you know what I mean. So I don't have as much advice on that subject, just because, as I told you, I'm more in my masculine energy. But definitely look at YouTube videos of Shara7. So that's it, guys, for my first YouTube video, like official YouTube video on this channel. Honestly, I just love YouTube. Like I could just be myself. I could just talk my talk, and I feel like, you know, we're between friends here, and I'm just able to kind of like open my heart and share a different side of me that most of you have not seen. So stay tuned for my next YouTube video. I think what I'm going to be doing for my next YouTube video is kind of like, as I said, a vlog. So I'm going to New York at the end of this month, so I'll be vlogging that. But in between, I'll be maybe doing like cook with me, or like a self-care routine, or it could even be like, you know, clean my closet with me, because my closet honestly is a mess. My clothes are all over the floor, like I have no space. So I definitely need some advice on that. But yeah, thank you for joining, and I hope you guys love this video. It's, as I said, very relaxed, very, you know, chill vibes, just answering some questions and letting you guys get to see a different side of me. Mwah! See you next time.